As Sasha Banks says, there is a price to pay when you mess with Mercedes money, and it looks like that price for Sammy Guevara is about 6 months suspension, brother. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling, and Sammy Guevara is talking about when he could be returning to AEW, and that return looks like it's going to be happening soon, as Sammy Guevara is apparently, according to himself, no longer suspended. So, first of all, let's address the big elephant in the room, the big Nia Jax in the room. So, Sammy Guevara, we know that the official reason for him being suspended, was for him not following protocol when he gave Jeff Hardy that concussion off the top rope, knee right into Jeff Hardy's face, head. Could have seriously hurt Jeff Hardy. He continued the match anyway and started performing more moves on Jeff. Let's be honest, does anybody really believe this? I mean, how many times have we seen people get hurt in AEW before? I mean, Matt Hardy literally debuted it and he fucking landed on his head. And
Sammy Guevara yet again.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara hates the Hardy boys. Maybe because he's not hard. Maybe he's a little soft boy. But anyway, I mean, even a soy boy, but who cares? So, we know that was the reason he was suspended, but let's be honest. Is it very possible that that was just happened to be the same time that Mercedes Moné was supposedly negotiating to come into the company? Now, maybe that's not the reason he got suspended, but I think we can all agree that is probably the reason why he's been suspended for so long, due to the controversial comments that he made on a podcast one time about wanting to do, bad things to Mercedes Moné, let's say. And it would be awkward having those two work together. Now, Sammy Guevara has apologised for that, and I think Mercedes Moné half accepted his apology online. But there's a difference between sending tweets online and actually having to come face to face and work with someone and have conversations with someone. We see how Mercedes Moné's come into the company, being pushed like this big deal that, let's be honest, she's not really. And I just don't think Tony Khan wants to upset one of his new little toys, one of his new little favourites. And you could definitely argue that bringing Sammy Guevara back would do that.
No, yeah, I think you can compare it to Hulk Hogan. It's like what Hulk Hogan said. Obviously, when he came back, was a bit of heat, right? But it's not like the people backstage in WWE would be fearing of their life from Hulk Hogan. I mean, what Sammy Guevara said, yeah, it was like a tongue-in-cheek comment, but would Sasha Banks be right to be fearful of this guy? Why backstage after coming out with something like that? It might be a bit far-fetched, but to me it would warrant way more like fear from that than anything with Hulk Hogan.
Let's be honest, right? We all know that Sammy... I think, we can all say that Sammy Guevara didn't mean it, right? I think the context is important, right? I don't think Sammy Guevara literally meant that he was going to go and physically do what he said he was going to do to Sasha Banks, right? I think it was him just being a dick and trying to explain how attractive he thought Sasha Banks was, right? And he went a bad way about describing it. However, if you actually take the context out of it, I know this will upset some people, but it's true. What he said is way worse than what Hulk Hogan said.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan never said he was going to do anything to people, physically harm people, assault people. Hulk Hogan never said that. Now, he did use a nasty word, right, to describe a certain race of people. And while that is, it's not nice, you can certainly say that it wasn't threatening. Whereas what Sammy Guevara said definitely could be taken as threatening. So if you have to compare the two, well, neither should be said. You can definitely see why the Sammy Guevara one is worse.
No, I think the Sammy Guevara one is worse. Again, here on Fog Wrestling, we're not, virtue signalers. We're not going to pretend that Sammy Guevara deserves 25 years in jail or anything of the kind. But
no, he's not, because like I said, if you take it in context, he was just trying to be a smart ass, really, wasn't he? And he went the wrong way about it.
It was like a tip, it's like
it's a locker room talk or some shit like that, But he didn't literally mean, I want to do this, I want to do that. He could have just turned around and says, I think Sasha Banks hot as fuck, but he was trying to be edgy, and it's got him in trouble.
Yeah, and it's one of those comments that he said it. I mean, it was quite a while ago, but it wasn't like he said it in 1983 or something.
Nah, he said it in an era where you definitely can't say it. So it's funny how this guy only got suspended, and now he's coming back, or at least Tony Khan trying to bring him back. Yet Hulk Hogan, for saying the N-word, is being banned for wrestling. Why does Hulk Hogan's apology not count, but Sammy Guevara's does? Is it because Sammy Guevara does flips and dives, and Hogan does not?
It probably is. But no, Tony Khan's pathetic though. I think Sammy Guevara's... well, I'm not saying he's lucky it's him, but you could just imagine though if someone else came... Like imagine if it got leaked that McMahon said this. McMahon would be snookered.
McMahon has said the N-word before, like...
What's up, man?
I remember that time he called her, "You come on out, you rapist! You rapist! God damn it!" Oh. See the amount of memes I've seen with that McMahon saying that, and then McMahon walks out.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
Anyway, right, what's Sammy Guevara saying? So he went onto Twitter to talk about the update, providing that him and Tate, his wife's coming back. So that's what he said. Quote, "Just want to say this mama right here is doing such a great job. We are both training for our comebacks, and I wish y'all could see how much she puts in. Some days are harder than others, but she has been killing it, all while being a great mom and wife. She doesn't give herself the credit she deserves. So I just want to say you're doing great, mama, and we all can't wait for your return at Tay Mellow Loveheart." End of quote. So yeah, that's it. Sammy Guevara says coming back. The suspension has been lifted. What does this mean for Sammy Guevara? Hollywood Rock in the no DQ comments, it's not the real Rock, but Hollywood Rock says, "Just fire Sammy and make Mello an escort type character where she wears almost nothing on and dances around."
To get one back at Sammy Guevara, is that?
I mean, possibly. Now, someone replied they already tried this gimmick with CJ Perry, and all it did was get her and Miro divorced, so possibly.
Yeah, I mean, to fire him over it, like we said, we deem it worse than Hogan's, and Hogan pretty much did get fired for a few years.
Yeah, Hogan got blacklisted.
It's a tough one, Tony Khan, he's a goody two-shoes. I'm kind of surprised he didn't fire him. But would it be different? It would be different if Guevara said it. Why? He didn't say it well in AEW, didn't he not? It was way before AEW. Was it?
No, I'm pretty sure he was in AEW.
No, that changes the goalposts a bit. I'm surprised maybe Tony Khan didn't act then.
But Mercedes money, he wasn't in the company that time, so it's like...
Yeah, it's a blurred line, man. At the end of the day, as we said earlier, you don't want to say locker room talk, but it kind of is locker room talk. But I deem it worse than Hogan. Like we said, Hogan's wasn't threatening, yeah. He said
Hogan's just describing a group of people as something, and yeah, it's not nice.
He said a repulsive word. He said a bit of racial, he said a racist word. But with Sammy Guevara, it's a threatening word. I mean,
it's a threat. That's what I mean.
It's a heinous crime.
Yeah, it's a crime. It's a threat. It's an assault. What Hulk Hogan said, it's not nice, but it's no different from calling someone like. I mean, I get it. It's got the racial undertones and stuff, but it's no different from calling someone like an arsehole or a slut. You're giving you're using a negative word to describe someone. But what Sammy Guevara actually said about Sasha Banks, that could be deemed as a threat, something you're going to do, an assault that you're going to carry out physically on someone. It's not like Hulk Hogan says, "Oh, I'm going to kill all these."
Yeah.
And now if Hulk Hogan said that, then that's
way worse.
But Hulk Hogan used a word that pretty much every single person in the rap industry uses, and we're supposed to pretend that they're great. Oh, sexy. How many times does she say it? Dancing with Shawn Michaels. How many times has she said that?
Yeah, but let's flip it, right? Say, what black guy am I going to take? Say Booker T, right? Called someone a cracker. Right, but someone else said, "I'm going to fucking murder him and slit his throat." I know what's worse. It's obviously the murder and slit their throat thing, because I'm comparing that to the big rape that Sammy Guevara said. Slang, racist words. Whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Yes, what Sammy Guevara said was words, but it's like a threatening action at the same time. But he didn't mean it. But you can see why people would think You can see why Sasha Banks would feel uncomfortable around the guy.
Yeah, who's going to feel more uncomfortable? Sasha Banks? Who's got the right to feel more uncomfortable? Sasha Banks around Sammy Guevara, or some black guy around Hogan?
Yeah, it goes, if Hogan said, I fucking hate Scottish people, I hate the Brits or whatever, I'd be like, I wouldn't feel uncomfortable around him, but I'd be like, Hogan, what the fuck's all that about? But if he's like, if Hogan's like, I'm going to rape you, brother, I'm going to kill you, I'd be like, alright, Hogan, might not want to be near this guy.
See if Hogan turned around and says, see those Scots? I hate those Scots, fucking Scots. And then he apologised and he says, you know what, I didn't mean it, it was wrong of me. The reason I said it is because my daughter was dating a Scottish guy and he was an arsehole to her. And I took out my...
You made her eat haggis, brother.
And I took out my frustration on all Scottish people because of an experience with one person. I shouldn't have done that. I'd be like, alright, no worries, brother. No worries, brother. I accept your apology,
He's
brother.
the biggest, brother. I've known Fog Wrestling 24 years, brother.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what he done. He's apologised. He was obviously hated about his daughter dating this guy, and he's made a mistake. You know,
Is there a comparison to be made where Hogan said it in his own house, not knowing he was recorded? Sammy Guevara literally said it on a podcast. But would it be? It would probably be worse for Guevara though if he said it in his own house.
True.
But if he said it in the same context, I guess you could still spin it. You know, it's a blurred line. I don't think the guy deserved to be fired over it, but I could see if Sasha Banks was like, I don't want to be in the same arena as him.
Put it this way, say Booker T's daughter, right, was dating some like hooligan, some like gang member who's white, and he was treating her bad, and Booker T came out and says, why the fuck why does she have to be dating this stupid cracker?
Why does Princess Carmel
Say
dating this cracker?
Say Booker T comes out and says, why can't she be dating like a doctor? Why does he have to be dating this crack? Like, we wouldn't expect Booker T to be, you know, I'd be a bit shocked, and I'd be like, Christ, I didn't think Booker T would have said that. But I know what I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here going, he should be suspended forever or whatnot and blacklisted.
Yeah.
Mental. Hogan apologised. Anyway, this video's not even about Hogan, it's about Sammy Guevara.
But it's a good comparison.
It is, but guys, let us know down below, what was worse? Let us know in the comments, what Hulk Hogan, or maybe put up a poll, I don't even know, what Hulk Hogan said about Brooke's boyfriend at the time, or what Sammy Guevara said about Sasha Banks. Let us know in the comments.
Leave it in the comments below. But until next time, the 6 gods out.